Hi, so let's keep going. Let's do more, shall we? Everything you need to know is in the description box of the video. If you're here watching tarot, then you probably believe in lots of different things, including stuff such as, like I'm clairaudient, clairsentient, and claircognizant. And so if I hear ringing on my right, that means that I'm getting messages from my spirit guides. And if I'm hearing stuff on my left, on my right is people I know that have passed on, and on my left there'll be messages from my spirit guides. Pajama edition. I've been in my pajamas for like 4 hours. I'm not feeling so hot. I've been feeling under the weather for like the last day and a half. So anyway, let's see who we are doing next. Pisces. I think we already did you, didn't we? We did. Leo, we did as well. Leo. Scorpio. It's your turn. Is it? Yes, it is. Okay, Scorpio. It's your turn. Okay, we're going to use the Rackham Tarot for you, and it's a little less than conventional, and you would think by now that I have my shiz together when it comes to, Roman numerals and the major arcana, but I don't. So, bear with me. We're going to do past, present, future spread. There will be no clarification because I just don't have time to do that when it comes to these. If I was doing like a Celtic cross or something, then I probably would, because that's 10 cards instead of 18, but I will read the dignities. Please also check out your rising moon and Venus sign for additional messages. This may not resonate. Yeah. We'll do magnetic poetry as well. Scorpio. First, we're going to take a look at the past energy moving in. This is just for August, by the way. If I didn't already say that, it was for fairness for you. Past energy, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Five of Pentacles in the reverse, coming in out of the cold. You chose to bring yourself out of victimhood mindset of some sort. Could very well be that you were feeling left out or excluded in some way in a situation, but chose to kind of flip that on its head in some way, shape, or form. You might have also decided to include others in some way where there was a sense of exclusion happening, but it's usually more about you than other people in that regard. What else? Past energy. Yeah. So it's something that you thought had ended that really did not end, actually. Reconciliation energy as well. Could very well be, I like to call it the merry-go-round of crazy when we're in the world in reverse. It's almost like doing the same thing over and over again, or not allowing something to end that might need to end, or, there's a sense of redemption here. I'm getting on this side, redemption, where you thought something was going to end, but you have a second chance at it, in a way. And maybe it's because you're not sitting in that victimhood mindset, allowing yourself to recognize where you really are not out in the cold. You haven't been left out in the cold. It's like that, wait a minute here, there is a sense of things are not really over where you think they may have been. And that's in the past for you here. What else, Scorpio? Fixed energy as well there with Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus. What else, Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. There's exhaustion too. Yeah. Hey. Then we've got our Eight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, something that you you thought somebody else had walked away from, or that you were looking at abandoning, but you decided to give it one more go. Here. It was something of emotional, you know, you had an emotional connection to it. You, at one time, thought you were good. At 2 seconds, I'm just going to get some water. My stomach really is not feeling so great. I don't feel well. 1 sec. Anyway. It's a realization for you where you thought that you were shut out, or like something had grown cold here. I'm getting the feeling that you spoke it back into existence. Also, you spoke something back into existence. You reinvigorated something. You gave something back life. You brought something back from the dead. You brought something back from the dead. Breathe new life into it. It was something near and dear to you. What else? Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That's 3. I can take 3. Okay, yeah, and you know, I don't think it was necessarily a relationship, though. Not a romantic relationship. It was something else that you were looking to start elsewhere didn't begin because something else was being reconciled. It put a halt to something new coming in. You were looking to begin something new in the past, a new relationship of sorts, but because there was reconciliation or something else hadn't finished, or you returned to something, I felt you had an opportunity to rekindle something. You chose not to begin something new. High Priestess. You know, when I was reading Pisces, I actually read in error for the entire reading the Empress as the High Priestess. So, but here, this is just annoying the shit out of me. I'm gonna take those off because it's just hard. But anyway, Piscean energy. Intuitively, you're connecting with your intuition. But there's something in this card that kind of speaks to me of secrets. There's something that you're keeping to yourself, or that you're aware of. Listening in. Listening to your intuition. See, because this person's hiding behind a curtain, almost like they're eavesdropping. You knew that you weren't going to begin something new with in some sense, because of something that you overheard. Or you intuitively knew there were secrets. Or you're being secretive. Temptation. Excess. This is a devil. In the reverse, it is excess. It's not having the correct respect for the things we build on the earthly plane, or the feeling that you cannot build something tangible on the earthly plane in some respect. Capricorn energy. But also not having the right respect for material, you know, materialism, for the things that you build upon the earth, or for things that become vices. And that's how they become vices, is because there isn't the proper respect for them in the first place. All right. Yeah. What else? What else do I got for you here? In the present, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, and Rising Venus. This is where things get fun. Okay, we've got the stars. King of Wands energy, Aries energy. In this card, I always read it in this deck. It's always Aries energy for me, but it could be Leo as well. There's an embodiment of passionate leadership energy here for you. Where you're taking something by the reins or making decisions, taking decisive action during the present, taking matters into your own hands. In some sense, this is how you are able to defeat that victimhood mindset of feeling left out in the cold and from the past. You're warming yourself. You could also be bringing about reconciliation or bringing something back that had once been feeling like a lost cause. Taking the reins, taking control of the situation to bring it back from the dead. Coincidentally, as I was talking about before, Empress energy. Using creative means to do so. Living in that life giver energy of being connected with the earth and using creative thinking and creative means, but also there's something artistic here. I still get that life giver. Breathing life back into something. Do you see the motherly energy there? There's something maternal. There's a maternal instinct that you have towards something. And that's why you won't allow it to just, end. Because there's something maternal about it. There's something caring about it. There's something that is very earthy. Taurus, Libra energy on that. But there's a warmth to it, a natural warmth, It's healing. Stars. Aquarian energy. You don't want to walk away from it where you may have in the past wanted to, but you chose not to because there's something healing. There's healing elements to it. It's also something that you hold out hope for. You have a distant, there's a vision to it. There's a long-term vision attached to it. And faith. Faith in something greater. You have faith in the future, in the present, rather. I was going to say the future. You have faith in the present that it just can't possibly end. It can't possibly end like this. It's something that you're saying to yourself in the present. It can't possibly end like this. There's something about an internal navigation system that has to do with following the stars that is calling to you in a way. Mother Sky, I'm hearing also. Mother Sky. On this side, Mother Sky. Or rather, no, sorry. Let me correct myself. Father Earth, Mother Earth, Father Sky. Is that a book? That's a book. Mother Earth, Father Sky. Hey Google. Who wrote the book Mother Earth, Father Sky?
She taught creative writing at Lake Superior State University.
That's really interesting. So, I actually, Sue Harrison, I read My Sister Moon. That's one of the first novels I read when I was like super young out of my dad's novels. I don't read a lot of fiction, but Mother Earth, Father Sky is a part of that series because I said My Sister Moon. It's interesting, especially because my dad's an Aquarius. There's a star card there. In the present, there's something about that. Mother Earth, Father Sky. What else, Scorpio? In the present. There's heartbreak for somebody that isn't getting, in the past, that thing that didn't begin anew because something else was being reconciled at the same time. There's heartbreak in the present because of it. Heartbreak. You might be, yeah, I just heard something over there. It wasn't in the hall. I've been getting that lately. Some creaks in the house, the apartment. There's heartbreak and confusion and a little bit of panic. It's not necessarily distraught energy. Distraught energy here. You can see that properly. Distraught energy, feeling lost. The distraught, lost, heartbroken feeling in the present because of something that did not begin in the past in a relationship sense. Secrets, intuitive spaces that you know that in the present there is heartbreak or hurt or pain of some sort. Even though there's healing. Are you healing pain, perhaps, in the present? Could very well be with the star right beside that. Or it's like your internal navigation system at this time is helping you to navigate through some tough pain or some tough truths, tough lessons in the heart space. You're nurturing yourself, connecting with the stars through heartbreak, to get through heartbreak. There is a deep-seated wish right now, 6 of Cups energy. There's a deep-seated wish for you that's happening. At the same time, this is a past lover. Also, sometimes people say that 6 of Cups is a past lover, somebody that you've known since childhood. You could be encountering old friends from childhood at this time. Or intuitively, you might have a hunch that you're going to run into somebody from your past in the present, and then they just pop up, just like that. You might actually be disheartened to learn some secrets or some truths about this person or these people that you encountered from your childhood. Or intuitively, you might know that there's something going on with that person. It could also be that you come to learn through the grapevine or through things that you hear or overhear that somebody is dealing with addictions or vices or battling vices, and it grieves you to hear of that. Could also be that in the present you have that goal or that hope or that wish in that star energy, and you're heartbroken because you still hold out for it. With that 6 of Cups, it's something that you've always wanted, like a fairy tale you'd always believed in, She's reading from that book to that boy. But intuitively, you know that it's up to you to go after it and to make it a reality. What else in the present for you, Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Somebody has an upset stomach. $11.57. Spiritual connection. A spiritual connection. What else? And you connect with somebody through a deep intuitive space. There's something that when somebody else is hurting, you can feel it. It's just a connection that you have to them where you just can feel it when they're hurting. You're heartbroken over something that didn't begin in your past. And you're healing that now, or you're trying to heal it now, or you're trying to make sense out of it. You look up to the stars in the sky to try to heal it. In the present. Come on, Scorpio. Okay. The Sun in the reverse. This is definitely, yeah. You hold out for the wish, but you don't know that you're going to get the wish. And at least in the present, it doesn't look that way. It doesn't look that it's going to come to fruition right now. It's being in a dark space. This is also a warning, especially with the devil above it in the reverse. Intuitively, you know that your vices put you into a dark mindset, a dark space. They put you back into the Five Pentacles in the upright. You're trying to approach things from a realistic perspective, but yeah, there's something about darkness here. When I see the Sun in the reverse, I think about the dark, the night, as opposed to the day. And right now you're going through a little bit of darkness. A feeling of discouraged energy. And this is a warning here, especially not to imbibe when... like it's almost like your vices can cause you depression. Indulgence can cause depression. And it can actually rob you of your wishes and your goals. And that certainly could very well be that you've seen and witnessed where people that you are connecting with right now, it's reminding you of where things did not necessarily pan out for you because of those types of energies, or you're witnessing where that has occurred for people in your past that you had greater hopes for. Deep childhood past. This is deep past. When we talk about the Six of Cups, it's way back. Like Six of Cups energy is like people you knew when you weren't who you are today. You know, the people that you grew into who you are now, knowing before you were who you are now. I know that's kind of weird language, but when you were the person you were before you are who you are now, you know? On the future side of things here for you, Scorpio. What do we have, Scorpio? So we rising Venus. Excuse me. Sorry. If this isn't you, something didn't begin with somebody else in the past because something else that they had ended didn't end. Or they reconciled with somebody. If not you, them. Oh my gosh. I'm really sorry. What else? Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You know, sorry. I mean, I can't just be high energy all the time. I'd like to be, but you know, I still got to get these done. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Libra energy. Dishonesty. A lack of impartiality, so biased energy. A feeling of injustice is coming up here. You might be witnessing where somebody is suffering an injustice at the hands of somebody else. Interestingly enough, we have Aries and then we have Libra. They are divine counterparts. This could be happening during Libra season, whatever we have coming out in the next row. Oh, shoot. A lack of fairness, a feeling that something isn't fair, or a feeling that your equilibrium is off in some way, shape, or form. Also there. What else? Scorpio. You could also be a Scorpio, like a Libra Scorpio cusp individual. The focus on the self as opposed to the other. Okay. Decision-making time, being at a crossroads and making a choice when you're at the fork in the road to go one way or another. Using creative thinking in order to make the exercise the choice there. Taking the blindfold off. Also, I'm getting taking the blindfold off. Creative expression about your choices that you're making. That's a choice that you're making about which direction to move in going forward. What else, Scorpio? Yeah, but you're choosing a direction to move in, moving forward, and you're using your creative thinking and adventurous, pioneering energy in order to with whichever decision at that fork in the road, which way you're going. It's not intellectual though, and there's a little bit of bias in that decision. Like it's like you're not exercising the intellectual side of things. Your emotion is coming into play, and your decision is impacted by a long-standing hope, wish, or goal. You're trying to avoid pain. You're trying to avoid continued heartbreak. Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You just don't want to hurt anymore. You're tired of pain. So you feel that this will, choosing the one direction over the other, you feel that that's going to stave off additional heartbreak. Seven of Wands, stave off additional heartbreak. defying the odds, but also defending oneself, defending your decision. You're defending your decision in the name of that wish or goal. In the name of heartbreak. You might be telling somebody that you're not it looks like I'm distraught, it looks like I'm making this decision, and it doesn't look like I'm exercising actual forethought about it, but I am. And you're defending your decision. You actually have to say to somebody, you know, I know it looks like I'm being distraught when I'm making these decisions, but I'm not. What else? That's too many. What you gonna do when you get to the water? Burning by yayas. Yeah, you're telling somebody that you've surveyed things for yourself and you're making the decision from a space of looking out over things, and that you have been patient. I've patiently waited. I've patiently waited. I'm making my decision after I could go anywhere. I could go anywhere. There's the world in his hand, classically in the Rider-Waite. It's almost like standing there, looking out over everything. I've made my decision. This is the reason I made my decision this way, is because I've looked out, I've delayed, I've held back long enough. That's one of the things you're saying. What else? Scorpio. The Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. In the name of luxury and comfort. There's something here about this long cherished wish or goal. It has to do with comfort and finery and warmth in the home space. This could have to do with this decision that you've made has to do with a home space. Could very well be that you're looking to do something with your home, add something to your home that adds to your comfort. I always think of the Queen of Pentacles as the fine things in our home that bring us comfort, you know? They always say that a home is simply four walls, with the exception of the people in it. But there are also things that you fill your home with to give it the feeling that it truly is a home. You might be realizing the dream of paying off a home or buying a home. Or there might be something that you're bringing into the home that is a part of a deep childhood wish, something you always wanted, that you've been looking at and eyeing for a long time, and that you never thought you were going to ever have. This is in the future. This could be during Capricorn season. That is something you've been waiting for, and you've experienced enough pain and heartbreak and put yourself through enough pain and heartbreak even in the present. To where now it's no secret what brings you comfort. I mean, they always say, you know, these court cards, like, you know, your kings, your queens, your pages, your knights, they're people. But so in the future, you might be reconnecting with somebody that you've known in a great long time who is a Capricorn. But considering what we've already read for the Six of Cups, I don't necessarily know that this is the same, that they're one and the same. I think this is more about holding out to bring something in that offers you comfort and luxury and that warmth in the home space, you know, the energy that the Capricorn feminine energy. It's the energy itself. I don't know that it's a person. I can't tell. What else? You've experienced enough pain. Well, it seems there's waiting. There's waiting. That's been talked about here in the future. Holding out, holding off, waiting. What else? Scorpio, finally, for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Ten of Wands. Yeah, great breaking responsibilities. This could be why there might be a delay, or why you have delayed in the past, and why you're justifying your decision moving forward is because you've always taken care of your responsibilities, or you continuously feel burdened. And it's time that you give yourself comfort or reward yourself comfort and luxury and finery. Because you've always had so many burdens that you carry, so many responsibilities. This person's just looking out over these, you know, geese that she always has to look after. It's always her lot in life. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't I deserve this? After all that I've been through? And so I'm hearing the conversation about the Two of Swords in the reverse that you're doing here in the future. I'm hearing a lot of that. There's a conversation that happens with a couple of different people about the decision-making process in the future and why you're deciding to make the specific decision that you are. And if it's not you, then it's somebody else, and why they're making the decision that they are. Overall energy, the matchstick of the divine. I don't know if it's the glare there. The Ace of Wands. Strike a match. It's the spark, the creative spark of something new, a new beginning and a creative endeavor, an idea. There's an idea that you have that you're trying to make a reality, something beginning, something that lights a fire under your ass, or something that you're beginning a new creative project, or a passionate beginning of some sort. Some people see the Ace of Wands as a phallic symbol also. So it could be a passionate new beginning in that sense. That's kind of shaking over the reading. Oh my gosh. Jesus. Magnetic poetry. Sorry, folks. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do another reading tonight. I don't feel so hot. Keep going, Scorpio. What's your messages? Not very many. Or maybe it's talking about my sad fashion tonight. In any event, Scorpio, thanks for hanging out. I know that I'm not really in the most jubilant, that I'm not being the most jubilant that I typically would be, but I feel weak, I feel tired, and my stomach ain't feeling so hot, and you know, it's just the way, that's just the way she goes. So, but in any event, please, you know, like I said, this might not resonate for you, right? And you know, so check out your Rising Moon Venus sign, and thanks for hanging out with me to do your read. Take care of yourself. Bye. Here. There you have it. Okay. Bye.